Hey guys, sorry about the bad mood yesterday. I actually just took a little tour of my Christmas decorations for you guys. I spent the better part of yesterday um, doing my Christmas decorations. And if you're wondering, by the way, if I'll ever do a vlog where I sit still and don't move, you'll be waiting a long time. But anyway, I took, and it usually does, it takes me most of the day to do my Christmas decorations and so on, and I usually enjoy it, but sorry about that you guys have to hear this, meaning you men. That time of the month is right around the corner, and it's like I'm beginning to realize what PMS is. I don't think, I've always said that I don't get PMS, because I don't believe that, I've always been one of those people that doesn't believe that you can't control your body. That like if something happens and you feel bad, you know, it's your choice, and you know how I preach that kind of stuff. But honestly, like I just start to realize as I get older, when that time of the month comes around, I just realize I'm in a bad mood, and I sit there and say to myself, why am I in a bad mood? Why is everything in this entire room pissing me off? Like I look at a book and I'm like, I hate you! I hate you! The cup pisses me off. Everything. I mean, yesterday, well, and it could also be that I smartly decided to cut out coffee at this moment. There's that, because, you know. And the thing is that I'm not, Jackie and I were getting into this discussion yesterday, which didn't she do a great guest vlog? I just, you know, after listening to a couple of her vlogs on her site and then having her do that one, it just hit me. And you guys know I've been talking about doing this for a while, that I really knew, for me, now everybody has their own different things, but for me, I really wanted to get rid of the Splenda. And then when she started talking about soy, and because of my lactose intolerance, I've been having soy. Like when I would go to a Starbucks, I'd get a soy latte, or I would sometimes keep soy milk at home. And when she started telling me about the soy stuff, and then I started doing some Googling and realizing that, yeah, you know, in women, soy is not the greatest. Some of the research is not necessarily completely, like they haven't proven it to the 100th degree, but still, if there's that chance that anything with soy in it can negatively affect my body in a hormonal way, I want to get as far away from it as possible. Because again, you guys have heard me complain about it, and I'm sorry, but I guess there's part of me that wants to share that with other people, because I am talking to a bunch of girls right now that are dealing with some odd problems. And I guess if I put it out there, what I've discovered and what I'm learning about how the pill or any type of synthetic hormones, if you're older and you're on hormone replacement therapy, get off of that. I mean, that's just do your research. It doesn't mean I'm the expert. It means that I'm reading some other experts and what they've concluded. There's other ways to go about taking care of your body. But anyway, getting back to my point, don't you love it when I just go all the way? See, and I make fun of my mom for doing this. I'm like, Mom, does this train have a caboose? Where's it going? And I do the same thing. I'm becoming my mother. I love you, Mom. But anyway, after Jackie had said all this, I just became really convicted for me that I just, you know, why, I was saying before, oh, I'll just wait and I'll use up this butter spray, I'll use up this coffee mate creamer, and then I'll do it. And then I was like, why? Why continue? Because all this stuff has to have a cumulative effect. You know, it's like a bank account with anything. You keep putting money in, and it's gonna, if you stop putting money in December, that money that you've put in there, hopefully, maybe not in this market, is going to continue to earn interest if you leave it in there. So then, you know, you either have to take it out, but it has cumulative effects, and I believe that has to be that way with our bodies too, what we're putting in our bodies. So I just thought, why am I waiting when I know that coffee mate creamer is soybean oil? Like, what the heck is that? And the butter spray is soybean oil, and you know, Splenda, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a little neutral on that, because I see that there's, well, I don't want to say neutral, because yeah, I actually last night did some more research, and I saw that, I was reading a couple books, and they were saying, you know, that, but wait a minute, Splenda is not sucralose, or aspartame. I know that they've linked aspartame, wait, Splenda is sucralose, isn't it? Jackie, you can clear this up for me, but anyway, all that to say is I did decide to cut out my coffee, like I told you guys. And it's not about cutting out my coffee. I just know that I can kind of get by without coffee on a day-to-day basis. I've done it before. And it's not the coffee that I think is bad. You know, some diet books or some plans will say, you know, cut out coffee because of the caffeine, and the caffeine can trigger cravings. Personally, I don't think that's the case for me. I could be wrong. But for me, I was more just cutting out coffee because right now the way I drink it is with that stuff in it, and I don't want to have that stuff. And if I'm going to have coffee with regular milk and all that, I'm going to have to slowly kind of see if my body can have it. I think there is, to some degree, that I could have that. Because if I go out to a restaurant and I order a cappuccino, most of the time I'm okay. So there's part of me that thinks that maybe I could work with my lactose intolerant issues or whatever. But anyway, I have been having headaches the past 2 days. So there's that. And but here I am. You know what I'm drinking right now? Believe it or not. And it's not that bad. I actually like it. It's just hot water with lemon. You know, and don't get me wrong. I guess I really wanted to say this. I'm not doing this, like I'm not having hot water with lemon because I'm saying, you know, you guys know I've been frustrated with where my fat loss is right now. I'm not like trying to just drink water and nothing else. I'm not trying to go on some weird diet. It really is more about getting rid of the bad ingredients and what have you. But I think I was reading on Chrissa's blog, and she made something click in my head because I was thinking about, or I think she said, you know, I'm trying to think of how she verbalized this, that, you know, it's this whole concept of, you know, waiting to start till Monday, waiting to start your diet or your exercise program until the first of the year, or saying, you know, oh, I can't, there's so many parties and events that I have to go to, and I don't want to be dieting or whatever. And I know that a good friend of mine had said this right when she lost a bunch of weight years back. And, you know, before I got more reasonable about dieting and such, she had said to me, you know, I used to be one of those go on a cabbage soup type diet kind of girls, or go on a slim fast, anything that was fast and easy. That was what I would try. I remember my friend Wendy and we would see like a Dolly Parton diet, and we would read it, and we're like, okay, buy prunes, buy this. We would go on it for 2 days, and then we'd be, you know, at Chili's the next day eating nachos. So it never really lasted. But when she, and it was actually Wendy, she went on some diet, I don't know what it was, Lean Bodies or something like that. And she just really went at it, really strict, lost a bunch of weight. You know, and I remember at that point, I had, you know, I was living in Chicago, and I had gained weight. Like, all my pants were tight. This was years back. But I was feeling just disgusting and yada yada. And she said to me, she's like, you know, you just have to realize that there's always going to be something. And, you know, every month there's going to be someone's birthday, someone at the offices having a party, you know, a holiday, whatever. You have to be able to live your life or live your lifestyle, whether it's a diet or a way of life, way of eating, all throughout the year. You're going to have to turn things down. You're going to have to, you know, maybe not stay out as late or be the only one not drinking. And I think for me, you know, Krista was saying something, Krista, you were saying something on your blog recently about this, that, you know, you have to realize, okay, this is the way my life is. I've got to stop using it as a crutch or letting these things run me over. And I realized that, you know, there's no way I'm going to let a person get in the way of my goals. You know, if somebody says to me, oh, don't do this, or you don't need to do that, I'm the first person that says, no way, this is what I like, you know. I remember my mom saying to me, you know, she doesn't like the whole idea of, you know, lifting weights and the way it looks, muscle tone and such. You know, it's not her style, and I respect that. And she now respects that this is what I like. I admire that in men and women, and that's what I want to achieve. But the thing is that as much as a person or people or doubters or dream stealers or whatever aren't going to stop my efforts, you know what? I've been really guilty this year of letting life and life's, you know, ups and downs stop me. And the thing is, I'm going to have to pause here and start over.